The only thing that's consistent is change. That's the most dangerous place you can be, is in your comfort zone. Then me and Biggie got close, and then through Biggie, I was on the set of Lil' Kim's No Crush video, and met Jay-Z, and it was like the whole bad boy camp. I used to spend money to do people's hair. Like, I would get on a flight to another state, book a hotel room, do somebody's hair for a picture of it. The value of building your resume, the value of building your portfolio is what I was doing then.
What's up, guys? My name is Blvd Exotic, and welcome to another Hair Queen LA podcast. And today I have the one and only Karl J in the house.
That's right. What's going on, man? Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm well, man. Great. Thank you.
Man.
Happy to be here.
Thank you for coming on my podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Well, the idea of my podcast is basically for you people that have been doing good in the hair industry to coming and sharing what they have learned and help shape the next generation of hairstylists.
Okay.
Obviously, when it comes to that, Karl J, you've been around for like over 20 years in the industry.
Absolutely.
You've worked with some of the current big folks in Hollywood to big folks back then.
Right.
How has your journey been? And what even got you in the hair? Let's just start there.
First of all, thank you. What got me in the hair? I say all the time that when you're born to do something, you don't get into it. It gets into you.
It gets into you.
So I think that I didn't choose it. I just listened to it. A lot of people, I believe, have a calling in life. Some choose to listen to it, and some don't. Fortunately for me, I had the family structure around me that helped cultivate it, and they pushed me towards it.
Who are the most influential people that you've done back then?
Oh, Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, I started.
But I've seen some photos of you with these folks. That's like
Jay-Z. I got pictures on my phone, Jay-Z. But I knew then I wanted to be a celebrity hairstylist.
How did that come about? From you hustling, doing the girls, to transitioning, doing celebrity back then?
Right.
How did that come about?
So we call it flat-foot hustling because then there was no social media. So you really had to put in the work. It wasn't like I'm going to take a picture that's posted and hope somebody's seeing it. You had to do the legwork. You had to do the actual work, right? So back then, a friend of mine named Big Scott, shout out to Big Scott, one of the biggest promoters on the East Coast. He had Biggie Smalls in town to do a concert. So at this time, Lil' Kim was like just popping. You know what I mean? Lil' Kim was coming about and she was really like the number one in the industry, right? So I'm like, Scott, listen, I know Big's going to bring Kim with him. Can I please just get a chance to meet her? Like, yeah, whatever. So I went back then to Staples and took pictures of my work, like literally like pictures with a camera, not a phone, camera. Took them to Staples and I got them blown up to 11 by 13s and I put them in a folder, like a real paper, like, you know what I mean? Put it in a folder, went to the concert. He took me up to the hotel room. I remember it was the Warwick Hotel in Philadelphia. And I got a chance to meet her. I was nervous as hell. I was super young. Like, this is the biggest name in the industry right now. So this is this is Rihanna. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, there was no, you know what I mean? So got to Formal Production. She looked at my work, met Biggie. And at this time, you're like, thank you, I'll take a look at it. There was no yes or no at that point. You know what I mean?
So actually you went there, you met them, you're like, hey, this is my work, this is what I do. If you ever need a hairstylist, tap in and I will take care of you.
Take it. Here's my number. I'm gonna date myself. Here's my number and here's my beeper number. I had a beeper.
Your beeper?
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know how much time went, but some time went past, and I got a call. And she was in Chester, PA, which is like right outside of Philly. She was like, I got a show in Chester. Can you come? And I'm like, what? I was booked solid for the day. I was working at a salon called Kevin's Hair Salon. Shout out to Kevin. And I just canceled the rest of my day. I was like, I'm leaving. Got what I needed. And I drove to Chester, met her, and did her hair. And then it happened. And then me and Biggie got close. And then through Biggie, I was on the set of Lil' Kim's No Crush video. I know you see me on the video. True. On the set of that video, met Jay-Z, interacted with him. We became cool. Then I started with Foxy. You know what I mean? So then it was Foxy, and then it was like the whole bad boy camp, you know? So back then I was young. I'm doing the number one in the world. So it was a lot, but it happened, and I just stayed consistent, man. I stayed consistent, and I'm just driving around wherever they want me. I used to go back and forth to Biggie's house. I used to drive on the turnpike. He used to live in Teaneck, New Jersey. So it was about an hour drive from where I was at. I used to go up there all the time, and I was doing Charlie Baltimore as well. Shout out to Charlie. So it was just that whole era back then. I would just, you know,
were the one like really
moving
around and doing
it. So like that whole thing, you know, that was my work. You know what I mean? But I just, like I said, it was a different time.
Wow, that's big. Basically, what you said is like you were working in a salon. They gave you that first phone call. You start like going on set.
Yeah.
And how was your financial situation at the time? Did you like start like making more money going on set, or was it still type of a hustle? Because obviously in the salon you have like consistency.
Right. No, I was losing money.
But like going on set is like, okay, cool. Now your ideas are all spread out, and you might not be able to like hit the same number. Right. How did you face that, and how did you make it make sense?
The end goal. I wasn't in it for immediate gratification. I wouldn't say I lost a lot of money because I recouped, but I used to spend money to do people's hair. Like I would get on a flight to another state, book a hotel room, do somebody's hair for a picture of it, and fly back. Sometimes it would cost me $2,000 to do somebody's hair. But the traction once again, there was no social media. So I only think MySpace was out. You know what I mean? So the traction to add the value of building your resume, the value of building your portfolio is what I was doing then. I can't have this conversation with you right now if I didn't do that. So now the things that I'm blessed to do today, I feel like I respect it more because of the legwork that I had to put in.
To be able to get there.
Right. So I was young. I was hungry. It was a different era then. It was a different mindset. And I did whatever I had to do to
push your career forward.
To push it forward, for sure.
Great. Obviously, you've been in the industry for a while. You've been around.
I've been around, yeah.
You know the great hairstylists. You know not so great hairstylists.
Right.
Now is the opportunity for you to give us your top 3 hairstylists in the current generation, based on the lace.
Number one, I like Tay because he's a total package to me. Yeah, I mean, I like his swag. I like his personality. I like his work. It's clean. He steps out of the box sometimes. He's good at his content and the way that he posts. Seems like he's very deliberate and intentional with things that he does. You know what I mean? Everything has a purpose behind it. So he's not just a great artist, but I believe that he's a brand that will stay around. I think he has the ability, I believe, to transition into into different things and it be believable. He's not just a personality.
I like that.
Yeah, some people are personalities. Their personality is stronger than their work.
I like that.
And I don't think his personality is stronger than his.
He's actually quiet. Really, when you get to talk to him in person.
I'm on his couch. I met him on his couch.
Yeah.
I mean, so his personality is like I said, his work speaks more than that. Like you won't even know he's in a room unless you see him.
100%.
So I like that about him.
The number 2.
I love Greg Gilmore because Greg Gilmore he's been doing it for a long time. He works on all textures of hair. He's not in a box. When you look on his page, he has all ethnicities. He's great at color. He's great at cutting, and he's great with his brand. He works with Moroccan oil, and he knows what he's talking about. Like when he talks, he knows what he's saying. You can tell he's well learned and well studied. He's not talented. He's skilled. There's a difference. I don't give people credit for being talented. You get no credit from me for you were born talented. That's a gift. But there's a difference between somebody who's talented and somebody who's skilled. Greg is skilled, and skill looks different than talent. You look at somebody who can fight, and then you look at a professional boxer. It's a different look. You look at somebody who can play basketball on a basketball court, and then you look at LeBron James. it's a different look. You see skill, you see intention, you see the little things that make it that make it look different. I say Kim because of her branding, her marketing, her product knowledge, her still working with the top names today, getting, they still call on her to do different things. She keeps moving, shaking, reinventing herself, her staying power for over a quarter century and doing what she did. You can't mention hair in LA without mentioning Kim. She knows,
100%.
Everyone knows who she is throughout the country. LA hair, the way she represented the black hair industry here, in LA through LA hair. So all these things that I believe makes her at the top.
Okay, I love that. Well, we are at the part of the show for you where you're gonna have to fill in the blank.
Okay.
If I wasn't a hairstylist, I would be a blank.
A rapper.
You would be a rapper.
I'd be a rapper. I love hip hop. I'm a hip hop head.
I didn't see this one coming.
I know. I'm a hip hop. Anybody who knows me, they'll be like, he always, So you can probably tell by all the music that I choose on my page. This guy's a hip hop head. Like, I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop.
Yeah. And the last question will be, my name is Karl J and I am a blank.
My name is Karl J and I am a father. I've had a lot of accomplishments in my life, but I'm most proud of being a father to Karl Jackson. Nothing means nothing out to me outside of that. Like, being a father, to me, to that little girl, is something that has reignited my fire, has got me through days of depression, that have got me through anxiety, that has got me through my worst moments. Having a daughter that looks at you like Superman, that depends on you, who loves you unconditionally, that perfect, pure love that is unconditional, that is something that I cannot compare to anything else. So I would say a father. I believe that is I wear a lot of hats and a lot of titles, but that title is one that I'm most proud of and I wear most prominent.
Man, we go relate when it comes to that. That's a beautiful thing.
And I know you feel the same way.
100%. And again, my name is Big Mo the Exotic. You were watching Hair Queen podcast on Hair Queen Uncut. I had the pleasure to speak to my friend, the one and only Karl J.
Pleasure's mine.
Celebrity hairstylist, the one with the talk that's always going to come to you live and direct with the information, with the knowledge.
That's right.
And make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe to see more content like this on my platform.
Right.
It was an honor speaking to you guys.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you for having me. Hair Queen LA.
Thank you,
man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you all the way.